Core Mathematics C12 Sample Assessment Material Part 5 Question 15 and 16 Final part. Question 15 Trigonometry Triangles Sectors. In question number A, we have a triangle XZY and we know each side of the triangle. XZ is 4, XY is 6 and the other side is 9. So we have to show that the main angle, which is alpha, is 2.22 radian. So for this we have to use the cosine rule. So cos alpha is equals to 4 squared plus 6 squared minus 9 squared divided by 2 into 4 into 6. This is the cosine rule. So let's calculate this. So we have minus 29 by 48. So now we have to find the angle alpha, which is cos inverse of minus 29 by 48. Remember to change your calculator to radian mode. So we have 2.2195, which is 2.22. Question number B, we have to find the area of the major sector. Now the area of the major sector is this one, the other one, this one. And we found this angle alpha 2.2. So this is going to be 360 minus this angle. But since this is radian, the angle has to be 2 pi minus 2.22. So let's find the angle. Angle XZW, the other side, this side, would be equal to 2 pi, meaning 360 degree, minus 2.22. So we have 2 pi minus 2.22, which is 4.063. Now the area of a sector, when we have the angle as radian, the area of a sector in radian mode is r squared theta by 2. So the radius of this circle is 4, as we know it is given. So this is r squared theta, which is 4.063 by 2, and it turns out to be 32.5 centimeters squared. In question number C, we have to find the area of the shaded region, which is made up of the major sector and the triangle. So let's find the area of the triangle since we just found the area of the major sector. So area of triangle ZXY is half AB sine theta. So half A is 4 and the other side is 6, and sine theta is 2.22, all in radian mode. So let's calculate. So it is 9.559. So the shaded area would be adding up the area of the triangle to the area of the sector, the major sector, 32.5, and it is 32.5, 42.1. Now the final question, question number D, deals with perimeter. Now remember, perimeter is the total length of the boundary of a shape. Now one of the major length is the arc of the sector. This one starts over here, and this entire arc length is part of the perimeter. Let's find the arc length first. Arc ZW is equals to the formula for arc length when you have radian is r theta. So r is 4 and theta of the major sector is 4.063. So this is 16.25. Now the next thing that we have in the boundary is this length, which is 9, and this length wy, which is, if the radius of the circle is 4 and xy, the entire length is 6, 6 minus 4 is 2, so this is 2. Let's write down the perimeter. So perimeter equals to arc length 16.25 plus 9 plus 2, and this is 27.3. So 27.3 centimeter, because perimeter is length. Question number 16 is series. So Maria trains for a triathlon, that means which involves swimming, cycling and running. On the first day of training, she swims 1.5 kilometer, and then she swims 1.5 kilometer in each of the following days. That means she swims 1.5 kilometer every day. Find the total distance that Maria swims in the first 17 days. So this is going to be total distance. Since each day she swims 1.5 kilometer, we just multiply with 17, and that is 22.5 kilometer. 25.5 kilometer, that's the total distance. In question number B, Maria also runs. Now we are talking about running. 1.5 kilometer on the first day. That means A equals to 1.5 kilometer. And on each of the following days, she runs 0.25 further. That is the common difference. So this is 0.25 is the common difference. Find how far Maria runs on the 17th day. That means you have to find U17, which is A plus 16D. A is 1.5 plus 16, common difference is 0.25, and that turns out to be 1.5 plus 16 times 0.25, 5.5 kilometer. She runs 5.5 kilometer on the 17th day. Maria also cycles 1.5 kilometer on the first day of training. So now we are talking about cycling. So A equals to 1.5 kilometer. And on each of the following days, she cycles 5% further. Further means it is increasing. So the common ratio would be 100% plus 5%, which is 105% or 1.05. That is the common ratio. So we have to find the total distance. That means S17, which is A times, because this is divergent, r to the power 17 minus 1 divided by r minus 1. So let's put the value. So this is going to be 1.5 times 1.05 to the power 17 minus 1, 1.05 minus 1. If we calculate this, so this is 38.76 kilometer. So let me write it as 38.8 kilometer. Question number D. Find the total distance Maria travels by swimming, running, cycling in the first 17 days. So for that we have to find the total distance spent by running, because we only know the 17th day of training where she runs. So for that we have to find S17 from here. So S17, this is AP, remember. So let me write this: running, runs. So this is going to be n by 2 because it's AP series. N by 2 twice A is 1.5 plus n minus 1 is 16, and common difference is 0.25. So let's use the calculator. 59.5. So total distance is, first of all, we have swimming, which is 25.5. Then we have running, which is 59.5. And then we have training for cycling, which is 38.8. If we add it all up, 25.5 plus 59.5 plus 38.8, and that is 123.8. Question number E. She needs to cycle 40 kilometers. So now we are talking about cycling. That means we're going to use the materials from here. A equals to 1.5 and common ratio is 1.05. So question number E is, on which day, that means we have to find N, training does Maria first cycle more than 40 kilometer? More than means greater than. So this would be UN greater than 40. It is nth term because we have to find on which particular date. Has to be nth term. So let's use A, r to the power n minus 1 greater than 40. So A is 1.5 and R is 1.05. So we have to the power n minus 1 greater than 40. So let's solve this using logarithm. But first of all, 1.05 to the power n minus 1 is greater than 40 divided by 1.5 is 80 by 3. So now we have to use logarithm. So therefore, now one thing about logarithm is that if the base is less than 1, if the logarithm goes to the other side, it becomes negative. So you have to change the inequality. But if it is more than 1, it is not negative. So inequality doesn't have to be reversed. So n minus 1 greater than log base 1.05 80 by 3. So the log rule is, if you have a to the power x equals to b, therefore x equals to log base a b. That's the log rule. Now we have to change the base. So let's change the base. So we can write n minus 1 greater than log 80 by 3 divided by log 1.05. So we have changed the base to common base, base 10. Now it turns out to be log of 80 by 3 divided by log of 1.05, and we have 67.29. So 67.296. That's what we got. 67.2966. Okay. Now therefore n is greater than 68.2966. So the nearest integer greater than 69.29 is 69. 68.29 is 69. So on the 69th day, Maria cycles more than 40 kilometers. So this particular series sum is a bit different because they mixed up the AP and GP series together, but otherwise it is a pretty straightforward sum.